Hi, this is DOSBox Mom, and welcome back to Let's Play Gateway to the Savage Frontier. We've just arrived in Silverymoon, and that building in front of us is Moonbridge Boat Rentals, where we just got our deposit back from renting the boat. As you can see, we've got several characters ready to be trained, and I think we've finally got enough gold on us to get one or maybe two of them trained. So we're going to head to the training hall, which is on the north side of town. Hopefully we should see a sign somewhere around here. Okay, that's the local vault. Yeah, eventually we'll get an artifact that'll let us use that vault like a branch of the Bank of Yartar, so we can put stuff in one vault and get it from any of the three vaults in the game. There should be banners up around Silverymoon telling when the Festival of Mielikki will take place next. Here's the training hall. And before we go in, let's try to give our gold to the people who need it. I'd say our cleric needs it the most because he's been ready for advancement much longer than the others. Okay, yeah, we're going to have to do a little bit of trading. Okay, we'll give her all of his platinum. We can keep the silver for now. Let's go check. We need 200 platinum or 1,000 gold. Okay, she's gonna need some more. Okay. Let's see how we're doing now. Yeah, actually she's got enough that she could probably give a little bit to somebody else. Maybe our fighter. Okay. That, I think, is all she can spare. Okay. 40, 600. Okay. Yeah, looks like we might be able to manage to get 2 people trained, but not more than that. Maybe that. Let's make it an even 25. Okay. So we're just going to get the fighter and the cleric trained at this point. Training? Yeah. Well, he's pretty laconic. Yeah. Okay. Now she'll finally be able to learn hold person, I think. And it looks like if one of the other characters had 1,000 gold on them, they could pay the training fee for somebody who was ready but didn't have the money on them, which is something I don't think you could do in the very early gold box game. So let's save game and begin adventuring. Now our cleric at least is going to need to rest somewhere and memorize spells. We need to decide where. Yeah, we need to turn. We need to move somewhere. Okay. Looks like we can rest in any non-public location. We can't rest in the streets, the market, or the display. Okay, I don't see any. Let's see. Actually, if we go this way, there's some warehouses down this way. Yeah. Go this way. And okay. I think there's some giant frogs off in the corner, but I think we can still encamp in this part long enough for our cleric to memorize new spells. Yeah, she can save up some. Second level spells. I think maybe a couple of hold persons and maybe a silent 15-foot radius would do for now. Back in Pool of Radiant, Spiritual Hammer was also useful because we didn't have fast lanes then. Okay, and let's see if we can find those. There's a frog. Of course, our problem is we don't have Pissing Cloud yet. But we got sleep. Which works just fine on frogs. And besides, those frogs make good eating. There we go. And now let's go find some news, like when the Feast of Mielikki is. I think the Grove of Mielikki is probably on the south side of the river. Okay. Where's the bridge? You guys going to tell me where the bridge? I can assure you that although it appears there's no bridge leading south from in front of this guardhouse, a bridge is in fact there. Okay. Your feet walk on the solid ground of the moon bridge, and the deep blue water remains far below. Okay. And if we turn to our left, another guard. I can assure you, bridge does in fact lead north from in front of this guardhouse. Do proceed carefully, though. Safety first. Okay. It goes south. The Ladies' College. Okay. Who is Lady? Sounds like some sort of school. You talk with the dean and record her comments as journal entry number 26. It's really been quite terrible, quite awful here. The area near the docks on the north bank of the river are full of lizardmen and other monsters. Here in Silverymoon, it's unheard of. It's as if someone was trying to keep the good law-abiding folk away from the river. Perhaps the orcs plan a great offensive without trying to deprive us of supplies. What will become of us, Silverymoon, with such a peaceful town? I just don't know. Okay. And surely the festival's got to be to the south. Oh, hey, it must be time for the festival. To the south lies Mielikki's Glade. Mielikki's festival is being celebrated here, and you record your impressions as journal entry 10. And we'll find out what our impressions are in the next episode. See you then.